Find out what is happening at the library, from virtual programming to fun new services. Hear recommendations on books, movies, TV shows, and so much more. This is In the Stacks at Mustang Library.
November is here, and it means everyone has another chance to participate in NaNoWriMo again, or for the first time. NaNoWriMo? You know, National Novel Writing Month. Is there a ghost of a memoir rattling around in your head? A family history that needs to be captured and brought to life? Or a kernel of a novel you've outlined a while ago and have never gotten around to putting pen to paper? There's a saying that everyone has at least one book in them. This just might be the month to find yours. The goal is to write 50,000 words of a new novel in the month of November. It's a writing sprint, about 1,700 words a day when averaged out. At the end, you'll have a first draft of a Catcher in the Rye length book, or be well on your way to finishing your longer work. What started in 1999 with 21 participants has bloomed to around 500,000 participants last year, and other programs have blossomed, including one especially geared for young writers, as well as spin-off events that are unassociated with the nonprofit NaNoWriMo, like Plottober, where authors devote the month prior to building a plot for their novel. Certainly, the word count is daunting. So what draws new writers and authors back? A deadline can help focus one's energy, and putting the editing process on pause for the month lets the writer ignore the critical voice for the creative. A big draw is the community that is created. Writers share tips and encouragement with others in the online forums. There's also, of course, in-person meetups in local libraries, bookstores, and coffee shops, where fellow authors can visit, commiserate, and toil away on their works. Famous authors like Rainbow Rowell chime in virtually throughout the month with their own tips, tricks, and cheer to sustain the motivation. The main law from critics of NaNoWriMo seems to be that you cannot shop a 50,000-word first draft around to publishers, but that's never been the intent of the challenge. In fact, participants can have all sorts of personal goals, which may not include publishing. What is true is that there are at least a few mega hits out of the published novels to come out of this November event. Water for Elephants by Sarah Green, Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, and Wool by Hugh Howey are just a few. Convinced yet? Go to nanowrimo.org to set up an account and get writing. A published author, who also happens to be a Mustang staff member, shared a bit of advice for those beginning the writing process. Schedule a consistent time to write and stick to it. This is the time to let the writing all spill out in one creative burst. Use other time to think up or mull over ideas. For example, she always keeps a pen and paper in her pocket to capture inspiration. Don't forget, the library is loaded with resources on the writing process. From the classic go-tos like Stephen King's On Writing, to books that help you write in specific genres, to guides for grammar and style. And of course, there are novels by your favorite authors, since every writer is at heart also an avid reader.
Hi everyone, and welcome to In the Stacks. This time last year, we were reporting on the 2020 BoucherCon, which is America's largest mystery convention. Well, this year, it was held in New Orleans, but it was actually canceled at the last minute due to the Delta variant. Again, it was held virtually. Now, as you may recall, at every BoucherCon, there are 3 mystery awards that are presented: the Anthony Award, the Macavity Award, and the Barry Award. So along with those awards, we will also be announcing who won the Agatha Award that was presented back in July. Now, as you may recall, the Anthony Award is named for Anthony Boucher, who was one of the founders of the Mystery Writers of America. This award is voted on by its members, and it is one of the most prestigious awards in the world of mystery writers. The Anthony Awards have helped boost the careers of many of its recipients. The Macavity Award is named for the mystery cat himself of T.S. Eliot, and it is voted on by members of the Mystery Readers International. And the third award that is presented at every BoucherCon is the Barry Award, which is named in honor of Barry Gardner, a well-known fan reviewer. This is voted on by the readers of Deadly Pleasures Mystery Magazine. Again this year, the same novel won the Anthony, the Macavity, and the Barry Award, and that is Blacktop Wasteland by S.A. Cosby. A husband, a father, a son, a business owner, and the best getaway driver east of the Mississippi. Beauregard, or Bug, Montage is an honest mechanic, a loving husband, and a hard-working dad. Bug knows there's no future in the man he used to be, known from the hills of North Carolina to the beaches of Florida as the best wheelman on the East Coast. He thought he left all that behind him, but as his carefully built new life begins to crumble, he finds himself drawn back into a world of blood and bullets. When a smooth-talking former associate comes calling with a can't-miss jewelry store heist, Bug feels he has no choice but to get back in the driver's seat. And Bug is the best at where the scent of gasoline mixes with the smell of fear. Haunted by the ghost of who he used to be and the father who disappeared when he needed him the most, Bug must find a way to navigate this blacktop wasteland, or die trying. Like Ocean's 11 meets Drive, with the Southern noir twist, S.A. Cosby's Blacktop Wasteland is a searing, operatic story of a man pushed to his limits by poverty, race, and his own former life of crime. Now we have the winner for the best first novel, and again the same book won the Anthony, the Macavity, and the Barry, and that is Winter Counts by David Heska Wanbley-Wyden. A groundbreaking thriller about a vigilante on a Native American reservation who embarks on a dangerous mission to track down the source of a heroin influx. Winter Counts is a tour de force of crime fiction, a bracingly honest look at a long-ignored part of American life, and a twisting, turning story that's as deeply rendered as it is thrilling. And now we have the Agatha Award. The Agatha Award celebrates traditional mystery, and it is best typified by the works of Agatha Christie. The genre is loosely defined as mysteries that contain no explicit sex, excessive gore, or gratuitous violence, and would not be classified as hard-boiled. And the winner for Best Novel is Louise Penny's All the Devils Are Here. This is the 16th novel in the Armand Gamache series. On their first night in Paris, the Gamaches gather as a family for a bistro dinner with Armand's godfather, the billionaire Stephen Horowitz. Walking home together after the meal, they watch in horror as Stephen is knocked down and critically injured in what Gamache knows is no accident, but a deliberate attempt on the elderly man's life. When a strange key is found in Stephen's possession, it sends them deep into the secrets Armand's godfather has kept for decades. A gruesome discovery in Stephen's Paris apartment makes it clear the secrets are more rancid, the danger far greater and more imminent than they realized. Soon the whole family is caught up in a web of lies and deceit. In order to find the truth, Gamache will have to decide whether he can trust his friends, his colleagues, his instincts, his own past, his own family. For even the City of Lights casts long shadows, and in that darkness, devils hide. And the Agatha Award for Best First Novel goes to Murder at the Mena House by Erica Ruth Neubauer. Egypt, 1926. Fiercely independent American Jane Wonderly has made up her mind. She won't be swept off her feet on a trip abroad. Despite her Aunt Millie's best efforts, the young widow would rather gaze at the Great Pyramids than into the eyes of a dashing stranger. Yet Jane's plans to remain cool and indifferent become ancient history in the company of Mr. Redvers, a roguish banker she can't quite figure out. While the Manor House has its share of guests, Anna Stainton isn't one of the charming ones. The beautiful socialite makes it clear that she won't share the spotlight with anyone, especially Jane. But Jane soon becomes the center of attention when she's the one standing over her rival's dead body. Now, with her innocence at stake in a foreign country, Jane must track down an elusive killer before her future falls to ruin in Cairo, and the body count rises like the desert heat. Congratulations to all the winners of the 2021 Anthony, Macavity, Barry, and Agatha Mystery Awards. All these books can be found in our catalog here at Scottsdale Public Library. Thanks for joining us.